A very warm morning to everyone. Myself Divya. I am here to give my presentation. Before knowing the topic, let's just put little stress upon our minds and ponder upon the importance of the discoveries made by great men. It is so easy to read the textbooks and apply the laws, theories, and philosophies proposed by such eminent personalities. But just think, they must have gone through such great physical and mental stress to propose or to coin even one term. Even in educational field, lots of laws and theories have been proposed by great philosophers, great educators like Mahatma Gandhi, Swami Vivekanand, Rabindranath Tagore, John Dewey, Jean-Jacques Rousseau, and many more. Today we are going to study about one such eminent personality, that is none other than the founder of pragmatism, John Dewey. So without further ado, let's just jump into the video. John Dewey, the father of modern educational philosophy. John Dewey was born on October 20, 1859. He was an American philosopher, psychologist, and educational reformer whose ideas have been influential in education and social reform. He was one of the most prominent American scholars in the first half of the 20th century. According to him, education is a weapon that can mold any society, that can bring a social change with the help of canons like democracy and liberty. Though his work was not given much importance at his time, but later his work got a lot of attention because it was based on the changing times. As he was a pragmatist, he believed experiences makes a child much more society oriented. Pragmatism means thinking of or dealing with the problems in a practical way rather than using theory or abstract principles. Education is not preparation for life, it is life itself. Education is not a narrow term according to him. It is world itself. Education never prepares us for the life, rather it is the life. Every day is education, every moment is education, every phase gives us the knowledge about something or the other. He argued if knowledge comes from the impressions made upon us by the natural objects, it is impossible to procure knowledge without the use of objects which impress the mind. He actually opposed, criticized the the notions made by the naturalist. According to him, if the natural objects are not made in use, it is no use of having information about them. Pragmatism holds the emphasis on the workability of the theories. According to him, it is the man when, in order to fulfill his purpose, converts those natural objects into the useful object and develops the meaning to life, is what education is. His notable ideas were reflective thinking, progressive education, functional psychology, occupational psychosis. As a pupil teacher, we have all studied about reflective teaching, and it is one of the most important theories given by him because it helps in enhancing teachers' ability to make the learning process even more interactive and easy and fun. Aims of education. According to him, education should impart social efficiency. A human is a social animal. He has to be sociable. He has to be extrovert in his approach. So for this education, when a child from very beginning is taught how to deal with the society, how to deal with the peer pressure, he definitely comes out to be the best product of the teaching, of the education, and in the society he is acceptable. Next is education is life. As discussed earlier, education is a lifelong process. It is present in every nook and corner. Promotions for democratic values. In order to be a vigilant person, in order to act in a society, one has to be democratic, one has to keep his thoughts. If a person doesn't keep his thoughts, his education is wasted. So when in a institution a child is taught from very beginning about keeping his ideas, his points, then in the society he never fails. Next is cultural development. John Dewey made great emphasis on inculcating values in the child. After all, these values makes a literate person a knowledgeable person. Education is experience. Education is not just about the subject matter, it is about the experience, it is about what a child feels and what a child is going through. And from this situation, a teacher can make learning about new things and training from problem solving. And education is a failure if it doesn't promote problem solving techniques in a child. John Dewey has put great emphasis everywhere in his contribution to make child analytical, to make child face the real world with the solutions. Next is curriculum, principle of utility. As discussed earlier, the child has to face the real world and has to find the solution. So a curriculum should be made in such a way that it helps the child to um, to use his brain to get the ideas, to find the solution to the problems, not just to him but to others as well, to render his importance to other people. Because education is not just about gaining content knowledge कि marks लेकर आ गए तो knowledge हो गई. No, knowledge according to John Dewey is to gain and to realize one's own potential, one's own skills, and then to use it for the greater good. जैसे एक सोसाइटी बोलती है कि ये सर्टन सेट ऑफ स्किल्स होने चाहिए एक इंडिविजुअल में, जॉन डुई was opposing this myth. According to him, a child should not learn predetermined skills or acquire predetermined skills. Rather, he should get out of his comfort zone, and whatever he feels like doing he should do, but those things should be helpful in making the life practical, in making the life worth living. Next is principle of flexibility. The curriculum should never be a rigid curriculum. It should allow a child to keep his views and to let child prosper in his own way. If a child doesn't want to study in a certain way designed by the teacher, let it be. Let the child talk about it. Next is child centered. John Dewey John Dewey was against teacher-centered curriculum or subject-centered curriculum. Rather, he proposed it should revolve around child's experience. Then only teacher can carve out the best from child's deficiencies. He can change or she can change a child from introvert to extrovert when she knows about the child. Next is principle of integration. As it is, there is a fear in minds of child कि schools are scary places, schools are strict, code of conduct is there in the school. Rather, John Dewey believe कि knowledge को एक हवा मत बनाओ, rather make it a fun process, integrate all the subjects, the activities and experiences, so that a child faces no problem or faces no phobias or fear. Rather, it should be a happy going process for him. Next are the methods of teaching. His methods of teaching are shown in a form of video, which will be helpful in gaining more insight towards his work proposed. So here I begin with, first is learning by doing. He believed child learn better when actively engaged because they live in the present and not in the future of exams where they fear of just gaining marks, and learn because they want to get just good grades. Just like for example a biology class, a child rather than just reading book, they will grow themselves the plants will bear fruits, and those fruits will be given to an animal to which they want to study. This way, experimental form will be formed. They might fail, they might succeed, whatever the outcome is, but it will be for sure a notable thing to see how a child performs. Later, a discussion matter can be formed which will help every student to take part in participation process. Next is discussion. Discussion prepares the student for society, because obviously they are not meant to be in four walls. They have to work, they have to move in the society. So discussion helps child to keep his ideas, to explore more new ideas and back his reasons with evidences. This way he will never fail in the society and will never fear to keep his perspective in front of the group of people, and he will oppose wrong things in the society and won't be just taking wrong things on him. Interaction with the environment is very essential for learning process. If our learning is made just by our own self, then we cannot learn what we can learn by interacting with other people. We get different ideas of different people, वी गेट डिफरेंट अप्रोचेज ऑफ डिफरेंट पीपल. हम सिर्फ अपने अप्रोच को ही नहीं सोचते. अगर हम सिर्फ अपनी पैसिव लर्निंग करेंगे तो वी वोंट बी एबल टू टैकल द प्रॉब्लम्स इन द सोसाइटी. पैसिव नॉलेज ग्रांट्स वेरी लिटिल स्कोप ऑफ डेवलपमेंट. rather than interactive approach creates paves the way for a more every development. Next is interdisciplinary. It is very much important to be forming a continuity in the subjects. Interdisciplinary education strengthens the understanding. It makes the child more critically analyzing the situation. Like for example, observation in biology helps in calculation in maths. That calculation is maths is written in English, and when those images are put in the form of art, that will be an art and craft class. This way the subjects connect to each other and knowledge is gained. Our mental processing increases, our mental processes deepens. So a child becomes more critical in analyzing the situations in real life. Next we have education should never be calculated in terms of fee structure or teacher's salary or the buildings granted by the school. Rather, education should be calculated by the input of hours, by the teacher, by the school. Obviously, time is not to be wasted. Time is very precious, so it is very important for the school to give a playground to practice what they want from a future students. For example, अगर हम चाहते हैं कि हमारे students हमारी country को NASA में represent करें, so it is very much important to make them go through that in school. According to John Dewey, if we teach today's student as we taught yesterday, we would rob them of their tomorrow. If our practices are conventional, we will not make our child prosper. Rather, we will waste his time. Sir Dewey advocated self-discipline. Do not let child under the pressure. Let him grow by himself, by the experiences. जब एक बच्चे को धक्के लगेंगे, जब when a child will face a failure, he will realize what was his mistake. He will learn from his experience. Experience is the best teacher. So the pragmatist feel learning by doing, interdisciplinary interaction, a very important tool in education. Next, John Dewey has commendably mentioned what a teacher is expected to be in the classroom. According to him, teachers play a very important role in education system. Dewey's qualification for teaching, a natural love for working with young children, a natural propensity to inquire about the subjects, methods, and other social issues related to the profession, and a desire to share the acquired knowledge with others are not a set of outwardly displayed mechanical skills. Rather, they may be viewed as internalized principles or habits which work automatically unconsciously. जॉन डुई का ये सोचना था कि अ टीचर शुड नॉट बी फोर्सफुली इम्पार्टिंग द नॉलेज. उसको ये नहीं होना चाहिए कि हाँ, स्कूल के कोड ऑफ कंडक्ट में ये है कि बच्चों को करंट अफेयर्स सिखाने हैं तो सिखाने हैं. ये नहीं होना चाहिए कि हाँ, ये सब्जेक्ट में ऐसा रूल है तो मैंने करना है बिकॉज इट इज़ अ रूल. रादर इट शुड बी अ फीलिंग ऑफ अ टीचर टू इम्पार्ट द नॉलेज, टू इम्पार्ट एक्स्ट्रा knowledge. It should come from within. The devotion to the child should come from within. Then only a teacher's qualification is justified with the actual teacher. The next is best indicator of teacher quality according to Dewey is the ability to watch and respond to the movement of the mind with the keen awareness of the signs and quality of the responses of her student exhibit with regard to the subject matter presented. A teacher has to be very vigilant. The teacher is said to be the best teacher who knows about his child. जिसको अपने बच्चों की चालाकियों का भी पता हो और चालाकियाँ जान कर भी वो बच्चों को डांटे ना, रादर channelize the energy of the child to a positive way. As we can see in today's system also, in this theory is being imparted. So we can see John Dewey's theory is very much important in modern times because many movies are made on such concepts like Hitchcock. As discussed earlier also, Hitchcock teacher was the one who brought the talents of the child which they did not even know to the spotlight. So a teacher's quality is determined by her keen observance in the class, how she tackles the situation in the class, how she deals with the naughty students, and how she makes introvert student compatible to the naughty students. Next is a teacher who leaves the professional school with the power in managing of class of children may appear to be superior advantage the first day, the first week, the first month, or even the first year as compared with other teacher who have much more vital command of psychology, logic, and ethics of development. But later, progress may consist only in perfecting and refining skill already possessed. Such persons seem to know how to teach, but they are not students of teaching. Even they go through studying books of pedagogies, reading teachers' journals, attending teachers' institutes, etc. Yet the root of the matter is not in them unless they continue to be students of subject matter and students of mind activity. Unless a teacher is a student, he may continue to improve in the mechanics of school management but cannot grow as a teacher, an inspirer, and director of soul life. According to John Dewey, a teacher is a facilitator, a teacher is a friend, a teacher is a mother to the student. अगर एक टीचर के अंदर यही फीलिंग है कि उसको बस मैनेज करनी है क्लास को, उसको जाना है क्लास के अंदर और स्ट्रिक्ट बनकर एक अथॉरिटेटिव टीचर बनकर, डोमिनेंट बनकर बच्चों को सिखाना है, तो दैट टीचर विल फेल फॉर श्योर. She might get good grades, she might be fantastic on her first day, she might get control over the class for the first month, but later on she will fail for sure because she will not be able to get the psychology of the students. और एक टीचर जो the teacher who can study about the psychology of the child, how to make students ethical in their conduct, how to make students learn easily, that teacher will for sure be an inspirer and a director of soul's life. She will make a student who will face the nation with pride and take the responsibility of the nation wholeheartedly. So John Dewey laid great importance on the role of teacher, as we can see from his works, because these works are directly from his books. So we can say John Dewey has greater importance in today's time, though his work was not paid much attention at that time. But today, where democracy is at its peak, teacher is the one who has to present the subject matter and beyond the subject matter things in a way that inculcates in the student ability to face the real world in an ethical behavior, because ethics are very important in today's time where values are being eroded. Now it's time for conclusion. John Dewey gave a direction to education, curriculum, aim, role of teacher, which inspired many great philosophers. And today's education system is trying to be one proposed by him. Today, the education system is trying to imbibe in the students the ways to deal with the technicalities of life. Field studies are being conducted. Students are taken to the museums, to science fairs in order to experience the real phenomena. Even in Hoshiarpur, there are many great schools like Woodland Overseas School, James Cambridge International School, which are trying to make their students shine in real life, to deal the real life with pride. Uh, Languages are being taught like French, which are in great demand by the MNCs. So this way employment will also be generated. So John Dewey's contributions are really commendable and are really applauded. Thank you.